write the exponential function that would produce the graph below. So looking at the graph that's given to us, the first observation I notice is that it's exponential growth. How do I know that? I know that because when I read it from left to right, the graph is increasing. Um, Quick note here, all exponential functions, whether they're exponential growth or decay, can be written as f of x equals a times b to the x plus k. Remember, a is our vertical stretch or shrink factor, k is our vertical translation, either up or down, and b is the value of the base. So, sorry, let's get to it. Notice that the asymptote is the x-axis. There is no vertical shift. So using that information, I'm going to substitute in 0 for k. But this really isn't needed. Adding 0 isn't going to do anything to this function. So it simply simplifies as f of x equals a times b to the x. Second piece of information we need to use now is that the graph passes through the point 0, 2. When you input 0, the output is 2. When x is 0, f of x is 2. So in my next line, I'm going to make that substitution. 2 equals a times b to the 0. We can solve for a using the fact that b to the 0 power equals 1. A times 1 is just a. Really, that was pretty simple. So far, moving up here, we have f of x equals 2 times b to the x. Looking back at the graph now, the last piece of information that we need is the fact that the graph passes through the point 1, 3. When you input 1, the output's 3. When x is 1, f of x is 3. Making that substitution, b to the first times 2 equals 3. To solve for b, we use the fact that b to the first power is simply just itself. And to solve for b, we would divide both sides of this equation by 2. And we're left with b is 3/2. So to finish, to actually write the equation, or the function, I'm sorry, we have a, which we found is 2, times b, which we just found is 3/2 to the x, plus 0, which is not needed. On a little side note, an equivalent form of that function is to write 3/2 as its equal counterpart in decimal form, 1.5. So there you have it. Either one of these functions is the correct representation for the graph.